Big shout out, big shout out, big shout out to everyone watching. Good morning. It's Jrod on point. We are back. We're gonna get back to work. Y'all welcome to Dewert Entertainment. My name is Jrod on point. I'm very happy to be here this morning with y'all. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Habibi. Today we're gonna be talking about OTF Lil Durk. As y'all well know, we've been covering what's been going on with the P. Diddy case. We need to get back to that case pretty soon. We also have talked about what's going on, the situation. The academics, big shout out to him. Big shout out to King AK-47, the voice of the streets. Big shout out to him. And big shout out to my guy, man. I gotta start sending shout outs today because we're gonna work some good stuff. Big shout outs to the game Spitter. Big shout out to him. We're gonna be listening to his latest take and what's going on with Lil Durk. We're also gonna be listening a little bit of Trap Lord Ross. Big shout out to him. Keep up the good work. We're gonna be listening to his takes and his homework on the case. Make sure y'all subscribe to all his channels. He has to keep up with everything that has been going on, Chirac. Big shout out to everyone in Chicago. So we're gonna listen to the pros. We have to keep up with the case our own, but it's always good to collaborate. It's always good to show love to other content creators. And that's always y'all well known that that's something that I like to do very often. Big shout out. So we're gonna be listening first to the game spitter. Big shout out to him. Make sure everyone goes and subscribe. He's gonna be they'll all everyone is gonna be tagged on the description. Make sure y'all go and check him out. This is gonna be like the part one. This is gonna be the beginning. It's gonna be the opening up to the little Durk situation. He got arrested, conspiracy murder for hire. That's a very serious case, and he's one of the celebrity superstars in the hip hop community. And coming from coming from where we come from, the hood and stuff like that, that life, not everybody makes it. Not everybody gets the opportunity to make it big at that level, like Lil Durk and many others. I want to say also rest in peace to FBG Duck, rest in peace to Kim Vaughn, and rest in peace to Cash. Rest in peace to all the soldiers in both sides of the fence. We don't have no dog in this fight. We just want to have a conversation. We want to be part of the conversation due to we've been listening to the culture. We've been in the culture for long years. It's sad to say though that he already made it. That's the worst part of everything. Like he already got it made. Like he was good. He was living the good life, and big shout out to the game Spitter. And get to the point that to lose everything. I mean, because right now, as we speak, innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? Like we want to say that, innocent until proven guilty. The problem here is that when the feds come, pause, no Diddy. When the feds get at you, it's a whole different ball game. Like it's way different. Be a RICO that the state want to throw at you is very different because the state 9 times out of 10 when they come up with the what they could call a case, they really don't come forward with something that, I mean, it could involucrate you in something, but 9 times out of 10 they don't have what they need for a either a conviction, a solid conviction, or just um smack on the hand. It depends how people play their cards in court. It's very particular to say that not a lot of people find their way around the legal system to actually beat cases and stuff like that. Um, Lil Durk had it made big time, top of the world, big collaborations, big featurings, main screen media. You know, the guy had the world in the palm of his hands. You know, I remember those days that at the hood, my first time having a record deal on the table. I remember I called my boys and I was like, man, we get this deal, we taking over the world. That's, I believe, how we all think in the hood. We always want to be the guy, you know, we always want to be the one, you know, the go-to guy, the GOAT. We always want to be that guy, you know. With a lot of power comes with a lot of responsibility. You got to be very careful how you handle that power. Not everyone gets to make it out, at least alive. Some people get the opportunity to get out the hood alive, but now you're in the hospital bed, or you get out, and now you're locked up on the chain game. You see, for those that don't know, the hood is gonna always swallow you up. Pause. No Diddy. And what I mean that the hood, it will always swallow you up. It means it's very hard for someone that he was born and raised in the hood with all his boys, all his girls, all connections, their network, support system, all in the hood. Believe me, it's a lot of fun to have in the hood. Believe me, it's a lot of fun to have in the hood. Depend the type of hood and the type of fun that you're looking for. You know, man, 9 times out of 10, no one gets to get out the hood alive, and that's a fact. That's a pure fact right there. So those that get to get out the hood, like live the hood all their life, like myself, and get to say what I could say today, that I never dropped my flag, but I'm retired. I'm in full vacation mode. I'm being done. My already pay my dues. Already do that do diddle do. You know what I'm saying? I did since very young age. I did what I needed to do to survive my environment. And I think we could all relate with that. But it's very at 1% of thugs out here that actually get out. It's only a very 1%. Lil Durk, like many other rappers out there that keep repping the hood, are a very, very 1%. Even though you have many rappers out there, but it's a very 1%. Right now, is more rappers that are dying that actually made it. That's where hip hop has taken us up to this day today. That very 1%, now that 1%, you gotta split it in half. Because it's that one half of that 1%, that point 0.5, that point 0.50, half a percent. Like myself, that I got to get out without dropping my flag, with my head high, and no bridges burned. Everything good. Again, I pay my dues. I did my job. I did my job well. I could call myself the best in the business. 47 years old. I have a beautiful family. I'm a good man. Learning lessons, became better, did better. I always knew better all the time. Even though those days that I didn't do better, but I always knew better. Just that sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to live life. Habibi Lil Durk. Again, salam alaikum, malaikum salam. My respects to you and your family. My respect to all fallen soldiers everywhere around the world. Lil Durk had the opportunity to be 100% away from problems, away from trouble, And even though he still get, keep up connections with the family in the hood, he could always keep himself away from any trouble. Because again, where is a will is a way. Sometimes in moments of desperation, you have to just pause. You have to stop yourself for a second and really reconsider your options and be like, this is what I really want to do? Do I really want to continue a cycle that is really not going to end, even if my life ends? It's just gonna keep going and going and going with me or without me. It's just going to happen. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. So do I really want to do this? Money, because again, sometimes money even comes first. The thought of the money situation, financial, sometimes comes way better, way before than even thinking about your morals and your peace with God. You think money, then God, family, the hood. Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to proceed and push forward more hood activities, more about the never ending story? Do I really want to do that? Do I really want to keep up with it? When you are a multimillionaire, you really have to reconsider your options, and especially when you have family with you. And again, I want to repeat, innocent into proven guilty. Innocent into proven guilty. It's just a very tough situation when the feds comes for you. It's just tough. It's real tough. If you have a lot of listen, if you have any type of co-defendant, it's a wrap. And I repeat, if you committed a crime, the co-defendants, Cody's, listen, man, one Cody is too much. People need to learn. Listen, man, I don't advise none of that. But man, when you're a multimillionaire, you know how much dirt you could do by yourself in the low low. Strap the fuck up. You know how much there you could do like on this other John Wick type of shit, 007. Listen, giddy up cause we late. And you talking to your own self. You know how much damage one person could do, especially if you're a multimillionaire. How prepared you could be to do your own dirt by yourself and you're lonely. We don't know codes and no. See, listen, man. Everything goes back to structure. Everything goes back to structure. Like if you gonna be out there in the hood doing a job, at least try to be the best that you could be doing that job. Again, I don't advise no one to commit crimes, because again, we're here in true crime and we're trying to help to resolve crimes. So, but again, when it comes to a conversation like this, it's like you gotta meet right in the middle, because then you gotta think about those that live the life in the hood, which is all survival. It's all survival at all time, and that's all what it is. Just surviving. Listen, you. This is why in the hood is a party a day. At least from where I'm from, at least from the hoods that I've been residing at here in the United States, those hoods where I could say that I'm from, we party a day. A day's a party. You know why? Because every day you make money, every day's a move, every day's a play. Every day you risking your life at all time. Every single second, even when you in the party. So why not party? It's literally every day that you walk out the door of your house and you come out the door on your front porch, you could die. Listen, you could die at your house. So when you get to survive a day, listen, you party until the wheels fall off. Take a nap, pick the phone back up, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, the early shift. Everybody looking for the cure, early morning type of shit. People go to work. Those that don't work, you still need the cure. A dope ball. That's what it's called, a dope ball. The early morning run. By 10 o'clock in the morning, you're done. At least with these people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's hustling 101 that not a lot of people could talk about. A lot of people criticize the hood living. A lot of people criticize. Listen, it is. I feel that if we learn to have more positive criticism when we talking about the hood. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it. I see you, sister. I see you. Just try to get my introduction of today live stream out the way. Because he's very I don't know if you feel the mood, but he's very he's very close home. Because again, me as an artist, you know, I always want the artist to win. That's something that is always been in my heart. I always want buenas noches. I always want the artist to win. And that's first and foremost. Thank you so much. Very appreciate it. Big shout out to Amy Conway. And due to we always want, at least myself, always want the artist to win. And we see, you know, a lot of artists they made it, even dying or going to prison, you know, catching up a case and whatnot. Man, it's tough because I always keep saying like, man, I did dodge a bullet. Literally, I did dodge a bullet because I could have beat them. I could have beat them. And I feel that not a lot of people get to survive. Not a lot of people get to survive. I think that's the right wording to not giving too much. Especially when you're underground hip hop artist, because that's how we all start. We start as an underground hip hop artist. No one knows you, but you talented, and you're making noise out there. You're recording your own stuff, burning CDs and stuff, and um sometimes even sharing your music for free, giving demos out and stuff like that for people to listen to. And if you really have the talent, you're gonna get hot. People gonna support you, and 9 times out of 10, you end up representing your hood. Cause if you are real good in what you do, the whole hood's gonna stand behind you, and they want you to win. At the same time, they want to win. You know what I mean? I don't know if I make myself clear with what I just said right there. At the same time, listen, the hood wants you to win in situations like that, like when you become a rapper and stuff like that, like they support you 100%. But that support that they give you is not for free. I don't know if you get my drift. It's a lot of unspoken extortion. It's a lot of unspoken. And when I mean unspoken, it's because you don't talk about it, you just be about it. You just put people in situations, you know what I mean? Like you ranking, let's say in this case, you rank in the gang. And due to you rank in the gang, you could pull certain moves on underdogs, under under bosses and shit, and soldiers and shit. Like, especially if, let's say, like, it don't matter if like the rapper is an underboss and shit like that, like he still have to pay. This is like from way back in the days all the way to these day today. If you're a rapper, you're gonna represent your hood. It don't matter if you're the top dog. You are attached to the gang forever. And there's nowhere around that. It's a life or death situation, especially if you into too deep. When you into too deep, man, you have to shoot your way out. Bottom line, if you into too deep, especially you're like close to the top, even if you was on the top, if you was like the big boss, I promise you, the young boss, they'll make you shoot it out the gang. Yeah, they'll. It don't matter if you the boss, but as soon as the boss turn the other side to be like, yo, listen, y'all could have it, yeah, I'm quitting and shit like that. They gonna look at you and be like, what the fuck you talking about? You the plug. We need you. You are not gonna quit. I know what you talking about. I need my money for my family and shit, bro. You feel me? It's like a lot of situations like that happen that people don't understand. You know what I mean? That's why when like if you're on top, a lot of people depend on you and shit. That's why like it's really like a no way. type of out. Because by the time you want out, it's a lot of people depending on you and shit. Like they rather they kill you and take your shit. So that's what I mean that you have to shoot your way out the gang, because either you in or you out. And if you out, they'll take everything you got. Everything, because they look at it like everything that you have, they give it to you. They work for it for you to have. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point that people that you thought was your best friends, that's the first people want to kill you if things are not going their way, or they not getting something out of the cake. And in the case of Lil Durk, he's arrested right now with co-defendants and stuff like that. It's a lot of things that are not known at this day today. But what is 100% known right now is that he's locked up. The conspiracy, murder for hire, he's on the table. Couple of co-defendants. You know for sure, just because it's the feds, you know for sure that someone's gonna talk. There's no way around that. Someone is gonna talk to try to get a sweet deal, what they call it, even though it's really not a sweet deal. It's the feds, dogs. It's no sweet deals with the feds. It's none sweet deals with the feds at all. That's not happening. They might save your life. They might cut you 10 years out of it. You still fucked. Like he's really not getting out of that. He's not getting out of that. And people need to understand that. And just know that might as well don't commit crimes. Like if that's how you're gonna go about business, like what is being said out there right now, you're gonna give the business card. Long story short, the business card of the label is linked, or allegedly linked, to the murder of a young adult in LA. If I'm not mistaken, Lil Pap, cousin of Quando Rondo. Our condolences and big shout outs to everybody. Everybody. Again, we don't have a dog in this fight. So the allegations are the business card of the company OTF is linked to this tragedy that happened in LA. They got rentals. Man, their rental fees, man, they rental fees to do that, bro. That shit crazy. Like, bro, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. They literally went to LA, got rentals and shit to go and commit a murder. They were chasing, they were following them. They got, it seems that they actually have footage of cameras, not like in the Idaho 4K. They actually have HD footage from Beverly Hills that it shows these people following the vehicle, apparently. Like they have all electronic data that they needed. Cell phone triangulation, listen, everything and anything. Those phones are broken, like wide open. All everything and anything that he was ever in those phones is out. Because whatever was deleted in those phones, they go and get all the information from the cloud, and that's a wrap. Everything you deleted from your phone is gonna be there anyway. It's a wrap. It's over. Again, innocent to proven guilty, but it's not looking good right now. It's really not looking good at all right now. And we're wishing the best. We're wishing the best. Hopefully, if it's any punishment, hopefully it wouldn't be too severe. Hopefully he could somehow live through it, and and the consequences, if any, wouldn't be too tough and harsh on anyone. Again, we don't have a dog in this fight. Big shout out to everybody, all parties involved. Um, Big shout out to Mama Dog. God bless you. Big shout out to everyone. It's a very sad story for everybody. Like listen, in case y'all know, and I hope y'all know, no one won. No one won in that war. I wanna let y'all know. Due to what I know and the experience that I have on the streets, nobody won that. Nobody won that war. Like I don't care what anyone said from any side, but again, I'm very, very unbiased and very critical because I believe that it's a lesson learned. I believe that the youngins in Chicago and all over the world could learn from this. And you see, it's a sad story for everyone, but at the same time, it's a lesson. It's a lesson to learn. It's a lesson to learn with all this whole situation. Again, no one won that war. Because if you realize whoever they participated, if they're not dead, they locked up. And that's a fact. Like the people that was really into the war, like hands on the war, not the ones that talked about it. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about you. Not the ones that talk about it, that rap about it. No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the ones that have hands and feet, frontliners. They either dead or they locked up right now as we speak. So if you realize nobody won, nobody won, not even hip hop won, giving credibility to to the drill rappers, or to the rappers, hip hop artists overall, is nobody won. Hip hop didn't won. Neither one of the side of the gangs involved, y'all didn't won. I don't care what y'all say, whatever y'all want to celebrate about the youngins and shit, because 9 times out of 10 the youngins are the one try to celebrate shit. Big shout out to the youngins, and hopefully y'all learn how to get out without getting killed. So, but the OGs like myself, nobody won. So, with that said, let's listen to the Game Spitter. We're gonna listen only for a little bit, just a little quick introduction, because I want to collaborate. So I want you to listen to what he got to say, just a little bit of it. It's like 37 minutes, so we're not gonna listen to all. We just a little intro, because again, we're gonna have more live streams about the topic, and hopefully I could bring the Game Spitter, Trap Lord Ross. Hopefully I could bring my boy King AK-47, the voice of the street. Big shout outs to him. Hopefully I could bring these big content creators to my channel. We could have conversations about celebrity true crime and whatnot. That'll be great. I think it'd be a great conversation. Let's listen to the Game Spitter. He was with him.
And Lil Durk, you definitely going down, along with your OTF members, as the worst steppers ever in hip hop history because it tore down a.
Whoa, that's a big statement right there. And Game Spitter know what he's talking about. Whoa. Yeah, let me play that back though, because again, they need to everyone, not just Lil Durk and OTF, all the youngins on the streets, all the OGs that is still on the streets now, moving right. I'm sure everybody go and subscribe to the Game Spitter. Big shout outs to him. Let's listen. Let me. I'm gonna let it roll. This is good stuff.
And Lil Durk, you definitely going down, along with your OTF members, as the worst steppers ever in hip hop history because it tore down a whole empire and y'all ain't get the job done. At least King Von steppers, the O Block steppers, they got the job done. Real sloppy too, but they got the job done.
And it's true what he's talking about. It's true. It's 100%. It's true what he's saying, man. It's true. This is what I'm saying, that no one won. No one won. No one really won in this war. No one, because like, you know what I mean. The Game Spitter could tell you. Just listen.
Come on, man, like ain't got no structure about y'all hits or nothing. Y'all just out there like y'all all stay in one spot. Y'all don't spread out. Y'all don't come up with a plan.
Easy targets.
It's four of y'all, three of y'all. Okay, one on the driver, so they get stranded. That way, now y'all got time to reload. One on the back window on the right side, one on the back window on the left side. The stepper that's on the driver, he can take care of the passenger. Y'all got switches. Y'all still couldn't do this shit right. And y'all always bragging on hats. Come on, man. Like, out of all the stepping y'all did for O Block, out of all the stepping y'all did for OTF, you mean to tell me when it count, when y'all in the.
It's like one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the gun type of shit. Yeah, that's that hood shit.
NFC Championship on the way to the Super Bowl. You're in Lambeau Field. You got Aaron Rodgers. You got Devontae Adams. You got Cobb. All these wide receivers. And y'all miss.
They did.
And Dirk still gotta take it on the chin and smile and hype y'all up in the diss videos and make the diss records. Like, the main targets got deleted. So he got to pretend like everything all good, like we satisfied, Vaughn satisfied. And then they're gonna get on academics. Academics gonna bring up why the fans keep trolling you about sliding for King Von and all that. Dirk gonna say, I don't know. I ain't been seeing the comments. I don't know what happened.
And you know, that's another thing. That's another thing that a grown man. Listen, man. I'm sorry to tell you, man. A grown man. You see, it's a big difference between a rapper and someone that is actually making money from the streets. Let's say a hustler. Man, we will never gonna compromise the money for none of this bullshit, bro. I'm telling you right now, we are not compromising the money for no killing bullshit. Like it's not like we always like back in the days we did find a way to pacify the situation somehow without no one dying. Cause it's more money to make. You know how much money I left in the streets? How much money people owe me at this day today? And I just didn't want to collect. I was like, man, fuck that. Listen, I'm good. I got too much money to worry about a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? This is why when the fans are telling Dirk to slide for Bond, bro, if you really realize, like, listen, man, you could be real close to someone. You could be real close to one of your homies, all right? Like brother type of shit. But man, listen, let's be clear, man. Is many other ways to go about business. Is when you're a multimillionaire, is many other ways to go about business without you compromising the money, without you compromising the finances. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Listen, man, all that other bullshit to the side. Money comes first, bro. Is MOB all day, man of business. People get it wrong with the phrase of MOB, the famous mob. MOB is man of business. What are you talking about? Man of business. That's all what it is. It's just man doing business. So if we MOB for real, what the fuck we doing sweating whatever the fans say? Who gives a bro? At the end of the day, who gives a fuck about what the fans tells you, bro? The fans are gonna purchase anyway. Again, if what you cooking on your rap songs is good shit, it's gonna sell. It don't matter what anyone said. If you're cooking a hot song, a good track, and a hot LP, everybody gonna buy it. It don't matter how much shit they were talking about whatever they were talking about. As soon as you drop your album, everybody gonna buy it to listen to it, just to hear what you gotta say. That's why I can't give him a cop out of him letting the fans instigating him, because that's a sign of weakness. All respect to Lil Durk, but that's a sign of weakness when you let the fans and the trolls and the internet dictate what you're gonna do and throw you off your game. Literally, you lost your own spot. Yeah, they kind of play you out of position. But if you realize at the end of the day, you play your own self out of position, just listening to what the trolls gotta say. Big shout out to the game spitter. Let's continue.
Happened to him. He gonna shrug his shoulders and say, Chirac, we different. Yeah, you're damn right y'all different. You're different from Eric Maurice. Because Eric Maurice, he would have got the job done. You're different from Blackie Mo. Blackie Mo would have had Quando Rondo arms over here, legs over there, head over there, body parts everywhere. Yeah, we would still been finding shit. Think we would just found the figure yesterday. Yeah, you're way different
Big
from
shout out to the game
Jalen Hankton
spitter.
and them. You way different from Mooney Porter. Mooney Porter would have shot Quando Rondo on the pad 50 sometimes a piece. Yeah, you way different. You're right, Chirac. Y'all different. Yeah, when y'all go out of town, y'all different. You understand that? Yeah, you way different from Sterling. You way different from Gangster Williams. You way different from Dooney. You way different from Mosquito. Yeah, you way different from all them type of niggas. You way different from Marlo Mike. You way different from Apple. Yeah, yeah. You way different from the nigga in DC. Those were Apple. You just way different from him. Y'all, you right. Y'all way different because when the empire on the line, when it count. So all the steppers that stepping for rappers or any type of organization where it's a big empire or it's a lot to lose, y'all got to make sure y'all doing y'all job. Like all them other ones y'all be catching, all them other little hats. Yeah, that shit cute on a resume. It look cute. Yeah, you got that one, you got that one. But when it count, if you don't show up, y'all already understand y'all can get deleted or one day y'all can go to prison or whatever, right? You got that down pat. But y'all need to start sharpen up y'all skills. Stop being so lazy. Y'all want all the wrong things, and when it's time to get the job done, y'all don't get it done.
Big shout out to the game spitter. And yes, if you realize he's 100% right, he's 100% right. If you're gonna sit there, you're gonna live that life of living the gang life and carry weapons and do what is called gang security, because every single member is gang security. You have to be. It goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. You have to be the best that you could be at the job that you chosen to do. Is the only way out if you're gonna be in. Which again, I don't advise no one to live that life. I advise you to go to school. I advise you to go to church. I advise you to go to the temple. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, habibi. I advise you to do your prayers. I advise you to stay at home the most you can and help your mother, help your dad. If you're a grown ass man, already got kids, man, stay at home a little bit with your kids and with your baby mama. Make sure you take care of family. Learn how to take care of yourself so you'll be able to take care of others. That's why I always give you a good message at the end of every live stream. It don't matter how crazy that live stream could get. I always give you good advice at the closing of every live stream. Why? Because I believe with repetition and consistency. Repetition, consistency, care. The simple are very simple three letters that hopefully everyone could follow and not live the life of the streets. Because again, the life on the street is a life and death situation every day. So if you're gonna be the boss, calling the shots and all these other shit, you know what I mean? Have a good night, Amy. Thank you for coming. Very appreciate it. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Thank you for passing by. Very appreciate it. Good night. Sweet dreams. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Thank you so much for passing by. Very so much appreciate it. So if you are going to commit to whatever you're gonna do in life, try to be the best that you can. especially if you try to live the life on the streets, a life of death situation. So when you whatever you do in the street, you do it sloppy. This is what's gonna happen. Again, nobody won in this war. Listen, big shout out to Strap Lord Ross. Big shout outs to him. Everybody's link down below in the description. Big shout out to everybody. Let's listen to the introduction and let's hear a little bit to what Trap Lord Ross gotta say. The video title is "All Rumors on Lil Durk Murder for Hire Case." Again, this guy has done his homework. He's very precise, and I just wanna share this with you. I wanna share what he gotta say and my input about the whole situation. Without further ado, let's listen to Trap Lord Ross. Big shout outs.
It was close to half a year since that fateful night when King Von lost his life trying to fight Quando Rondo. The moment Quando's close friend Lil Tim pulled the trigger, he set into motion a chain of events that would change their lives forever, with King Von being one of Chicago drill's most feared killers, as well as a popular rapper. This meant that Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, and everyone around them would have to defend against wave after wave of assassination attempts, all seemingly connected to the slain Chicago rapper. On April
Yeah, I gotta say, by the time of death of Bond, like that was a very intense situation. You know, for what is being said out there, y'all could correct me in the comment section. Um, Bond was on the again. I'm gonna bring the story that is being put out there in the streets. Um, this is the allegations out there. So this is not what I'm saying, but this is what is being said out there about the whole situation. Again, if anyone that is watching the live stream or watching the replay, yeah, please feel free to correct any of my takes. But the allegations are the Bond that night was under the influence. And why we say that he was under the influence or something, because the people around him, like his manager, said that he was not acting the same. Like he was acting different. So somebody alert Bond while he was sitting on the SUV. The Pondo Rondo was sleeping in his McLaren. I think it's a McLaren, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was a rental or he's one of his Quando Rondo vehicles or whatnot. That don't matter. But then he was like laying back, taking a little rest on his McLaren, I guess, while waiting for his people. Because, got to know the day he was waiting for his people, because his people got there. So, what a coincidence that by the time Quando Rondo gets to get up, like, I guess, got out of his vehicle or whatnot, and was talking to his people on the white SUV. So at that moment, Bond comes walking out of his vehicle. We get back gang, some members and some fans and whatnot. A pretty big group of people walking behind Bond. I guess we Bond security and whatnot. Rest in peace, Lottie. Um, it seems that Bond had a lot of animosity against Quando Rondo. At some point, they used to be cool. Like at some point, everything was cool between them. I guess, situations between Top and Bond got very complicated. And it seems in the video and the footage that Bond throw the first punch. Everything escalated after that. Punches being thrown in the middle of the streets. So Lil Tim comes out of the SUV to defend his friend and shot towards the direction of Bond. Um, for those people that doubt if Lil Tim killed Bond, something that I do know for a fact, Lil Tim killed Bond. Even though if he was in self-defense, whatever they could call it in court, standing your ground, whatever you want to call it. Whatever Asian doll is talking about, I don't know what she's talking about. I really don't know what she's talking about. But Lil Tim killed King Bond. He did. I watched the footage over and over and over and over the same day that it happened. I've been following this case for a long time. Again, I told ya I'm a true crime super cyber sleuth. And I've been an aficionado of true crime way before that. So as a true crime aficionado, I've been following many cases like we could see here and talk about cases that you can't even imagine. Just because I'm so focused on the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case and the Kiely Rodni case. And now little by little, I'm expanding my horizons to new challenges in content. You know, I'm talking about the P. Diddy case and talking about the Young Dolph case, talking about what's going on in Texas with my brother's Big Bang Holding and the case that he's handling. You know, little by little, y'all see me transitioning towards a little bit more of different topics in true crime, but at the same time, for me to talk about these topics, I have to be well aware of what's going on for me to actually share my thoughts and be precise on my takes. Big shout out to Trap Lord Ross. Big shout out. Let's continue. But before I do that, I hope to refresh what I said. Lil Tim did kill Vaughn. Let's get that out the way. I see the impact. Like I see the muzzle, the flash muzzle when it went off, and I see the reaction of Bond right after the muzzle flash. Like with the first motion, the first time the team shot straight to Bond and hit Bond. The first shot hit Bond. All the other shot did hit Bond too. Probably missed like 1, 2 shots, but all the other shots went into Bond. All right, and it seems that he's such a shooter that y'all remember Bond was holding on like the pain and the he said when you get shot once, it's an untolerable pain. It's painful. Okay, I've been shot before. But when you get shot multiple times, it's like your body clench. And that's what happened with Bond. His body clench and hold on to Quando Rondo. And that's when Moonwalk came around and got Quando Rondo off of Bond, or Bond off Quando Rondo, because Bonnie was the one holding on to him. I guess out of pain, out of the body clenching, like it's a pain. Sorry for being graphic, but yeah, Lil Tim did it. He he was the one again. I don't care what Asian doll is talking about. Lil Tim did that. So after that, the death of King Von, I'm telling you, everything that Von was saying on his songs that his homies would have spent for him, he didn't lie to y'all. Like he didn't lie to y'all on his songs. He didn't lie to y'all about his boys, about his friends. They did spend for Von on some crazy shit. Again, it's spinning to the point to fully crash out. They fully crash out for FBG Dog. Rest in peace. Big shout out to Mama Doug. They crash out on Lil Pop, who was supposed. It seems that he was met for Quando Rondo. It was many other intents before, like a gas station or whatnot, that I think is going to be talked about here. But we talking about OTF and Get Back Gang were crashing for Bond in the same way Bond told you that they would have crashed for him. That's deep. Rest in peace, all the soldiers. Let's continue.
On the 16th, 2021, Quando Rondo denied being shot at and told the world that he rides in a bulletproof truck. That same month, Quando's latest concert is announced on May the 1st, 2021 in Waycross, Georgia. After having his previous shows that were scheduled just weeks after Von's death cancelled, Quando was eager to show his fans, ops, and the world at large that he could travel the country and perform without incident. However, unfortunately for Quando, that simply wasn't true. On May the 1st, 2021, Quando Rondo plays the very show that he was booked to perform at in Waycross, Georgia. And here he's seen playing to an empty venue, complaining to the crowd that his shows are usually bigger than this. With Quando...
Is word on the streets is word on the streets that he says that for this particular party, people is saying that Lil Durk bought all the tickets, or the majority of the tickets. So like that. So again, they got the money out of the show, but the footage of the show, like it looked empty. It was an empty venue. So footage and like that gave the artist like this bad sentiment about it. You know what I mean? Someone purchased all the tickets just so no one goes. You know what I mean? That says a lot.
Addressing the fans and still thanking them for coming out despite the low turnout.
I ain't gonna lie, man, my show is really big, you feel me? People in this, but I know I got a lot of going on, you feel me? But I still appreciate everybody who came out. I'm gonna rock this bitch out like it's 10,000 people in here. Come on, shit.
When these images and clips surfaced, Chicago affiliates of Von and Durk, like Mimo 600, would mock Quando, saying that he must have made a loss on that show. But as the night went on, that show's turnout would be the least of Quando's worries, as him and his entourage would leave the venue after performing, driving to a Circle K gas station just 11 minutes away in the next town of Blackshear. At around 3:20 a.m. after that show, Quando and his team would be in the parking lot of a gas station convenience store in Blackshear, Georgia. Soon after arriving, somebody begun to open fire from across the road, with one man allegedly being hit in the hand and ending up in the hospital. Quando Rondo would flee the scene before authorities arrived. According to one report, over 100 bullets were fired at Quando's entourage during this incident. However, members of the public would arrive to the crime scene beginning to film and posting the footage on social media, with the woman filming telling viewers that she was on the scene of the Quando shooting and saying that people had heard the gunshots from all the way down the street. And she would even walk right up to bullet markers where the shell casings had apparently been fired from, all the way up the street.
Oh my God, it is Quando, y'all. It's got to be. They talking about it was the rapper that performed at the Vibe, at the club. They talking about it was Quando. They heard it was, somebody had a bounty on him. I'm like,
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
And I gotta say, we're gonna leave it there because I want to pick up the conversation. I want to pick up the conversation again at some point. Make sure that y'all go and subscribe to the Game Spitter. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Game Spitter. He was with him. Big shout out to him. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to the Game Spitter. And make sure to also please go and subscribe to Trap Lord Ross. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to both of them. We're gonna leave it here to keep up the conversation. We're gonna keep coming live and talk about the Lil Durk situation. I wanted to give you this intro, this prelude to what's gonna be coming up. There's gonna be more conversations to have about Lil Durk, and again, the case is just starting right now. It's more information, it's fluid, it's more information coming out. So at least I want to give you a good take for you to take with you and share some of our content creators here in YouTube. We appreciate the Game Spitter. Very appreciate it. We appreciate Trap Lord Ross. Thank you so much. Very so much appreciate it. Hopefully you get to understand that again, the streets, if you don't play your cards right, man, the streets is like a black hole. It's gonna swallow you up and take you to a whole different dimension. So big shout out to everyone watching. Big shout out to the On Point family. If you find any value in the content that we provide here in this channel, please make sure that you send some love to the On Point family in the Cash App. It's very, very so much appreciated. We're gonna keep the conversation fluid. We're gonna keep going with the content. Big shout out to everyone that was watching. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Thank you for being here. Make sure that y'all click like, subscribe, and share the content. Make sure I'm also subscribed to True Crime chat rooms. There's a lot of topics to talk about. And as always, your favorite brother, your mother's favorite son, the black sheep, Jrod on point. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. If I did it, you could do it too. I ain't nothing special. I believe that you could take the best decisions in your life for yourself and for everyone around you. As always, Jrod on point. Have a good morning, everyone. I love ya. Thank you for being here. Very appreciate it. Make sure y'all click like, subscribe, send some love with some Cash App money. And as always, we're working here for you. Have a great day. Love ya.